It's time for Highlands football tonight from Chartiers Valley High School Stadium in Collier Township. It's the Highlands Golden Rams on the road visiting the Char Valley Colts. Along with the Dean, Mike Choma, cameraman down alongside. This is Mike Pavlik out amongst the people tonight on a beautiful night for high school football.
It is, Mike, and again, it was a nice long road trip here. 28 was a mess, and again,
we didn't get on it.
Hopefully everybody got here in time.
Yeah, exactly. It was a rough trip. Here come the Rams onto the field in their beautiful new visiting white uniforms with the brown numbers, and we love that. Well, the first two games, the Rams are 2-0 so far this year, but they've kind of established a pattern in those first two games.
Yeah, Mike, it started out slow, finished strong, and again, I think this is a good time to have our first road game. Talked to the kids all week about making this a business trip, trying to take the opposing crowd out of it early, and again, we'll see how they respond.
Now, we are in amongst them tonight. Well, I like the strong finish part. I think a lot of that might have to do with some halftime adjustments that the coaches are making, and that's a good thing. So we don't want to change that. Like you said, that quicker start would be good. Now, the defense has been tremendous as you see the captains coming out so far this year. They are off to a tremendous start.
Yeah, Mike, last week pitched a shutout against Blackhawk, and again, in that game, they allowed 4 yards rushing, 52 yards passing. More amazing, this year's opponents are minus 4 yards rushing. Add to that, Daniel Long returned an interception for a touchdown last week. They're firing on all cylinders indeed.
And then you see the referee out there, Wayne Mattis, with the coin toss. Minus the sacks, the Rams are allowing only 1.8 yards a carry, a rush. So they're doing tremendously on defense, stopping the run. And 8 sacks in the first two games where they only had 21 in 11 games last year. So that's another feather in their cap. Well, the Char Valley Colts under first-year coach Aaron Fitzpatrick, they've lost their first 2 games. He is a graduate of Erie McDowell High School.
Stosh's old stomping grounds up there, and Char Valley has won the toss, and they want to receive the football. Mike, again, they're struggling their first 2 games. Got shut out by South Fayette week 1. Last week they lost to Trinity 34-13. They're a 4A team like we are, but they played 2 5A opponents, so they think dropping down to a 4A team tonight might help them. Very balanced on offense, Mike. 44 passes, 44 rushes. So again, going to see a balanced offense here tonight. Let's see how the Golden Rams respond.
They had a 100-yard carry game last week from their running back, the junior 21, Austin Ephthemitis, and we'll keep a look at him. And, of course, Mr. Lamont Payne Jr., the young man that'll be going off to Penn State, and they move him around a lot. Are you or someone you know in need of physical or occupational therapy? Why not consider the caring therapist at Phoenix Rehabilitation and Health Services in Natrona Heights? Zach Bartolotta and his staff specialize in one-on-one personalized care, coupled with the latest techniques and equipment in physical therapy services. They deal with any kind of injury, specializing in orthopedic conditions, including sports and workers' comp. Phoenix will help you with the goal of returning to the activities you love the most. Phoenix Rehabilitation and Health Services is conveniently located at 1601 Union Avenue, Natrona Heights. They have flexible hours for your convenience and accept most insurances, including UPMC. So give them a call today and set up an appointment, 724-224-5090.
Burton Babbitt second to kick for the Golden Rams. And Lamont Payne is back to receive it.
He's on the near side of the field. In the middle, we have 25, and that is Tayshawn Lewis. And we are set to go from Char Valley here tonight. The ball is in the air, and it's going to come to Lewis. He got a piece of it. He has to go back and pick it up at the 6-yard line. Rams are on the prowl, and they knock him off his feet at the 15-yard line. Knocking him down with a hard shoulder tackle for Highlands that time was Julius Saunders.
Saunders did a nice job and a good kick. And let's take a look at the Char Valley offense. They'll start number 5 at quarterback, Gavin Owens. You mentioned the running back, Austin Ephthemitis, number 21. Wide receivers are number 2, Lamont Payne, number 4, Joseph Heckroth, and number 19, Logan Burkle.
These guys lost to Trinity last week, 34-13. This is their first home game, their home opener, 1st and 10. Their quarterback is number 5.
We got a whistle already, Mike.
Gavin Owens, and we already have a whistle, and he was running for his life at Trinity last week. Their former coach, Dan Naus, was the coach at Trinity now. And there was a very a packed crowd at Hiller Field last week, apparently. 1st and 10, they go power pistol. And Owens is going to roll to the right. He looks, he fires, and it's caught. Knocked out of bounds after a short gain up to the 18-yard line was Chase Dalbin.
Randolph on the stop. Go Rams. They're Don Lyman, Mike 54. Tavon Sherrill, 55. Left guard is Jake Thompson. The center is 75. Tony Vanzen. They're going quick. We'll get the rest of the line after this play.
And the give, and busting through there is Ethamitis, and he's got a first down up over the 25 to the 30-yard line. We mentioned he had over 100 a week ago, and he puts an 11-yard gain right there. First down.
Randolph and Hewlett on the tackle. Right guard is 60, Rob Cibron. Right tackle 65, Nick Evangelista.
Quick again, and Ethamitis through a hole up over the 40, and he carries Rams with him up to the 42-yard line.
Nick McQuaid on the stop.
Landon Signorella on the stop.
Along with Signorella. And they are going quick here, Mike. They can't even get their offense introduced.
They are. Starting lineups, of course, brought to you by Dan Timmons Painting in Natrona Heights. Another 1st and 10, and Ethamitis is hit hard as he gets to the 41-yard line as Luke Bombalski and Chandler Timmons team up.
33, Luke Bombalski on the stop.
Maybe that'll slow them up, Mike, but they look like they want to go again quick here. Tight end is number 8, Tyler Glover. Get the Highlands defense after this play. They're all coming, Mike.
And the turn and the give to Ethamitis again, and the Rams are waiting this time at the 40-yard line. Timmons was one man, and the other was 31, Daniel Long, the senior defensive end.
Loss on the play.
Beside Long at one defensive end, we have Tyler Bender, 78 at the other defensive end. Nose tackle 75, Noah Leslie. 3rd and 11, Mike. Let's see what they do here.
3rd down 11 for the Colts on their 41-yard line. Just underway. Owens, the quarterback.
Now they're taking their time.
Looks over to the sideline. Play clock, plenty of time on it, 15 seconds. Got a man in jet motion, and Owens is back. Owens is in trouble. He gets free up over the 45, and the Rams got a piece of him, knock him off his feet. As he gets to the Char Valley 49-yard line, it'll be 4th down and 3, and decision time for first-year head coach Aaron Fitzpatrick.
Randolph and Timmons made the stop. They're going for it, Mike. They're not even waiting. Don't jump off sides. Don't jump.
4th and 3, and now we have a flag down. Let's see who it's on. And it's a false start against the Colts, and they're going to have to punt it away.
I guess I'll introduce our defense on the next drive, Mike.
And those two will be brought to you by Dan Timmons Painting. So the Rams apparently have held. The punter is number 1, Joseph Krug. Back deep for Highlands is Braden White. He is standing on the 25-yard line. 4th and 8. So they got some quick plays. They got an 11-yard gain and a 12-yard gain out of Ethamitis, but then the Rams defense stiffened. So here's Krug standing back at his 30-yard line.
And I don't know who moved for Char Valley.
Low snap, and Krug kicks it end over end. Rams got to get out of the way. Just let it go. Looking up into that bright sun, and it's going to roll dead at about the 24-yard line. So the Rams will have it as the defense holds. It's 1st down Highlands on their 24-yard line.
Starting offensively for the Highlands Golden Rams, number 12, Chandler Timmons, your quarterback. Running back at 33, Luke Bombalski. The H-back at 32, Brendan Shades. The wide receivers at 20, Landon Signorella. 2, Braden White. 4, Aaron Randolph. And number 5, Samaj Miller, caught his first touchdown pass and his first pass of his career last week.
And that was Chandler Timmons' 47th. He needs one more to be the all-time leading touchdown passer in Highlands history. He's already the leading passer in terms of yards. 1st and 10 Highlands on their 24. They send White in motion. The sidecar is Bombalski. And the turn and the keep by Timmons this time, and he's got some room. He's up over the 25, the 30, the 35, the 40, across the 50 and into Char Valley territory, and knocked out of bounds at the 47-yard line.
26-yard pickup on the first play of the game.
25, Tayshawn Lewis of the Colts.
And Mike, the offensive line, 67, Roman Viverito, 75, Noah Leslie, 61, Devin Withrop, and the twins, number 73, Logan Leslie, and his brother, 75, Noah Leslie, tight end. And the right tackle is 78, Tyler Bender. Offensive player of the week last week, Mike, went to Devin Withrop. The center did a great job against that A-gap blitz. They sent 2 guys over top.
Yeah, they got some big fellas up front, and they were seniors too. So they go pistol, play action fake. Timmons is back. Deep. He's going to fire it down the sideline, and it is
got it.
Dropped by Signorella at the 16-yard line. He had it into his chest as he went down to the turf as he hit hard. He was covered by Tayshawn Lewis, the freshman cornerback. But we have a flag down in the backfield. This may be roughing the passer.
Could be, Mike.
The referee tonight is Wayne Mathis. And there he is.
Personal foul.
Yes, sir.
Defense, number 65. 15 yards, automatic. First down.
I'm not sure if Wayne's supposed to give the numbers, but he did. So since he did, we'll tell you that that was Nick Evangelista.
The umpire is Nick Figuarelli. Head linesman, Ed Gaminsky. Line judge is Ed Moeller. Field judge is Andy White. And Rob Mans finishes out the refereeing crew.
I saw Andy White before the game. We're used to seeing him at basketball, of course.
Yes,
Tremendous referee. First down, Highlands now on the Char Valley 35-yard line after the roughing the passer. There were so many penalties last week. I think both teams went over 100 yards.
Highlands did for sure, 115.
Again, they go pistol. This is White in motion. And that's a little eye candy. They're going to run the option to White. White on the boundary, 30. Man, it looked like Arkansas in the 70s under Frank Broyles. They get down to the 27-yard line.
8-yard pickup.
I thought it was eye candy, but he wasn't. He was the intended receiver. It's an 8-yard gain.
31, Howard Clowen. 35, Brendan Gahagan.
That was a pitch, right? That was not a...
Yeah, it was a run.
Okay.
Braden.
Gain for Highlands. He's going to put the ball at the 27-yard line.
It depends. They run that past two different places.
Oh, sure. And you can run it forward. It's just which direction does the ball go when it's tossed? If it's tossed forward, it's a pass, and that's...
All right, 2nd and 2. A good play. Do anything you want to on this one.
White in motion again. They've run some jet sweeps with him. Bombalski is the running back, and Timmons going to keep it. Off the fake. Gets the first down inside the 20. 15, 10. Chandler Timmons into the end zone for a Highlands touchdown.
27 yards. Off to a quick start. 53 yards rushing and a score.
4 plays, 76 yards. And I'm sorry, 3 plays, 76 yards. The penalty doesn't count as a play. And the Rams lead it by a score of 6-0, and Babinsack is on for the extra point.
He was a special teams player last week, Mike. He's 6 out of 7 so far.
And the kick is a line shot, and he got it through.
Yes, he did.
So at 8:20 left of the first quarter, your score, the Highlands Golden Rams 7 and the Char Valley Colts nothing.
Well, Mike, chance to talk about Philippe's Family Dining and Pizzeria. Born in Natrona Heights in 1999, it didn't take long for the name to become synonymous with great food and overwhelming community support. Philippe's offers burgers, wings, specialties, sandwiches, wraps, and of course pizza, and not just only pizza, the often imitated but never duplicated Birdville pie. Made with their special super secret recipe and named in honor of the Birdville section of Harrison, where Philippe is located. Kitchen's open after the game, so stop by and say hi or call 724-226-3505 for takeout or to order a partially baked Birdville pie to take home. And remember, they serve a full breakfast every morning starting at 8 a.m. That's Philippe's Family Dining and Pizzeria, Freeport Road, Natrona Heights. Big crowd there last week, Mike.
That's great news. Now the Rams go 76 yards on 3 plays in 1 minute and 10 seconds. A 26-yard run by Timmons, a 27-yard run for a touchdown by Timmons. That equals 53 already, by the way.
Off to a good start. Mike, this game is going fast. I never got to introduce the Char Valley defense, and I never got to finish our defense.
There's time.
8:20 to go in the first quarter.
Shadows now encompassing the entire field here. We're down in a little valley. Right on 79, right across 79 from Kerwin Heights. It's going to be a touchback. First touchback of the year for Babinsack. It'll be first down. Char Valley on their 20 here in the first quarter with the Rams leading 7-0.
That's impressive. Let's give our linebackers, Mike. Number 4 is Aaron Randolph. 12, Chandler Timmons. 33, Luke Bombalski. 8 is Nick McQuaid. 20 is Landon Signorella. And our corners are number 2, Braden White. 11, Aiden Burford. And the safety wearing number 16 tonight is Rondell Hewlett.
We mentioned the Colts coming into the game, averaging only 6.5 points in their first 2 outings. They're going to go pistol this time, and Ethemitis gets it off the, they're holding Bender.
Yeah,
there's a flag, and Ethemitis is brought down as he gets to the 23-yard line, and they're going to get Highlands. So it's going to be one each way, a little extra on Ethemitis at the end of the play.
Yeah, it's going to be offsetting, Mike.
And these are the kind of things the Rams really have to clean up.
I mean, they had the hold. I mean, Randolph was clearly being held.
Well, so was Bender.
Yeah.
They had 2 for the price of 1.
Yeah, and Hewlett come in with the shoulder, and they're going to get penalized.
Let's see if we can pick it up.
Horse collar.
Yeah. So we're just going to start it all over again at the 20-yard line. We'll do it one more time. Offsetting penalties, it'll be 1st and 10. We'll just start it over at the 20-yard line.
Offsetting fouls will replay 1st and 10 at the 20.
Just underway, first quarter at Char Valley. Our first trip here since 2013. The Rams played TJ that night. Ephthamitis, and the Rams are after him, and they get him down at the 15-yard line for a 5-yard loss, and Bumbalski is all over the place right now.
He fired in there, Mike. His second tackle of the evening.
The ball carrier.
Birdie picked Highlands 30-13, and the Post-Gazette, the Fumbler, also picked the Golden Rams. Back to pass.
Owens is back.
Trouble.
Owens in trouble, going to sprint to his left. They haven't hemmed in. He gets a few yards. He gets out to the 18-yard line where he's run out of bounds by Landon Signorella. It'll be a 3-yard gain for Owens.
Stop for Highlands.
Out to the 18-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and 12 for Char Valley.
A 3-yard gain.
Similar situation last time.
For the Colts, ball is marked.
We mentioned Owens was running for his life at Trinity last week. They sacked him 3 times and pressured him a numerous amount of times other than that.
And you had a stat about our sacks this year.
Yeah, we're
ahead of schedule, right?
Very much. Owens is going to sprint right this time. Bender chases him. He fires, and it's incomplete. Off the fingertips of Chase Dalbon, who caught the first pass earlier in the ball game, and it's 4th down. Bender was in hot pursuit, as Jackie Gleason once said in a famous movie, in hot pursuit.
What were those movies called?
Smokey and the Bandit.
I say movies because it became a franchise,
It
right?
really did. It was tremendous.
Burt Reynolds. One of my favorites. Lonnie Anderson.
We are in hot pursuit. Sally Field.
For the Colts.
And a cast of thousands.
Joseph Krug is the punter. Rams should get good field position out of this. White standing back at his 45-yard line. Here's the punt. End over end. White's going to let it go.
That's a good idea.
It's going to hit.
Yep. Get away. Hey.
And now they're trying to push the Highlands, but it's going to be a penalty.
That's a good penalty.
Now that's one of those where you try to push the Highlands player into it, make him touch it, and then you can pick it up. But the official on the far side of the field was having none of it.
Montrell Johnson was the guy who got pushed on that play. Let's take a look at the Char Valley defense. They'll start nose tackle 54, Tavon Sherrill. Defensive ends 55, Jake Thompson, and number 9, Jackson Colbago. Linebackers 19, Burkle, 21, Ephthamitis, 8, Glover, 31, Howard Cleland. Corners are number 20, Rudy Morris, 25, Tayshawn Lewis. Number 2 is Lamont Payne, the Penn State recruit. Number 5, Gavin Owens. Tayshawn Lewis, 5'6", 135-pound freshman. Think we should try to go that way?
Yeah, that might be something. Well, a 15-yard penalty on Char Valley will put it at the 45 as a legal blindside block. And the Rams in great field position at the Colts 45-yard line. This time Bumbalski is going to get it. Sprints to the right. Turns the corner. Look at him go. 30, 25, 20. There goes Luke Bumbalski. 45 yards for a Highlands touchdown.
And boy, he hit that hole hard, Mike, and he blasted through, not touched on the play.
Highlands.
4 plays, 2 touchdowns, Mike. That's pretty efficient.
That is pretty impressive indeed. And Luke Bumbalski turned that corner. He got those shoulders square, and there was no catching him. His first carry of the night goes 45 yards for a touchdown. And it's 13-0 Highlands, just 5 minutes and 26 seconds into the football game.
All Highlands here so far, Mike. Well, he keeps them low, doesn't he?
It's another liner.
But they go through.
By Babinsack. His kick is good. And the Rams lead it at 6:44 first quarter, 14-0. B&J Sports celebrating their 6th decade of outfitting our local teams and the great sports fans of the AK Valley. When it comes to all of your sporting goods needs, look no further than B&J Sports. Glenn Mills and his friendly staff provide that personal touch. Customized high school jackets, team uniforms, trophies, and plaques, or any kind of sports equipment. You just can't beat the service at B&J. They're located at 1605 Freeport Road, Natrona Heights, and they're open 9 to 5:30 weekdays and Saturdays 9 till noon. Give Glenn a call, 724-226-2762. 6 decades says it all. B&J Sports. One play, 45 yards, 10 seconds.
That's efficient, Mike.
Stadium and keep them in mind when hunger strikes.
Rams lead at 14 to nothing. Windy night here at.
It's windy, Wendy.
We say Collier Township. Is that where we're at? Kerwin Heights area, that area of the planet?
I believe so. We took every back road known to get here, so we did it.
Thanks to the Waze, and we got here. So Babinsack will kick it off for the Rams. The deep man in the middle for the Colts is Tayshawn Lewis, that freshman that Dean was talking about, and Babinsack kicks it. Lewis going to let it go over his head, and we get another touchback.
2 in a row. How about that? Burton Babinsack following up that special teams player of the week with 2 kicks into the end zone. Our defensive player of the week, Mike, was Luke Bombalski. He had a great week last week, 12 tackles.
No, he's off to that kind of start here tonight, too, I got to tell you. He is coming, and they are firing. They had those first couple plays, but they had their ears back on that second series. First down for the Colts now on their 20-yard line, dressed in their home blue uniforms with the white pants and the white helmets. Rams in their beautiful new white uniforms with the brown numbers. Ephthemitis is hit. I'll tell you what, and he didn't even run into the tackler. The tackler was 57, Angelo Markey. He just ran into the blocker and pushed the blocker back into Ephthemitis.
Markey did a great job there, Mike. He's playing nose now.
And we saw a lot of him last week. 2nd and 12.
They're not so fast at the line of scrimmage now, Mike.
No. Owens is back. He throws to the near side. This is pulled in by Logan Burkle, the senior. Burkle makes the catch and takes it out to the 26-yard line, a gain of 8.
Montrell Johnson and
Joseph on the stop for Highlands.
Aaron Randolph in on the stop there.
We'll call it 3rd and 4.
6 of the Colts. 3rd down and 4.
Char Valley yet to get into Highlands territory in their 3rd possession.
And Owens is back. He has some time. Nice pocket. Now he's going to step up. They have him. And down he goes at the 25-yard line. Hanging on to his ankles that time was McQuaid and Bender. That's going to be a loss back to the 25, so it's another sack.
Markey on the stop for Highlands. It's a loss of a yard, brings up 4th and 5. Joe Krug will be...
Highlands going to get it back for their 3rd possession.
First sack of the night for the Rams and their 9th of the season.
Do you know, Mike, Char Valley has a former player that's on the Steeler roster?
Yeah, the long snapper.
Christian
Kuntz. Here's the snap, and Krug gets a high one out of there this time. And coming up to take the fair catch nicely is Braden White, and he takes it at the 48-yard line. That's where the Rams will start. 1st and 10 on their 48. They lead this game 14 to nothing.
Remember we had a kid named Sousa?
Yes,
back in
Josh Sousa.
08, 09. He was heavily recruited by a lot of colleges to be a long snapper, but he used to set a bullet back there. And Christian Kuntz said he hopes he has another year of uneventful snapping.
Remember, our starting lineups are brought to you by Dan Timmons Painting for all your commercial, industrial painting needs to beautify and protect. Dan Timmons Painting. First down, Highlands on their 48-yard line. And jumped out to a 14-0 lead. We fixed that part about the fast starts.
So you know what we're going to do next week, Mike, for the North Catholic home game?
What's that?
We're going to put him on a bus and ride him around a little bit.
Timmons is going to throw it deep, and it's going to be incomplete. That was Miller down there trying to get to it at the 20-yard line.
First time these two teams have ever met, Mike.
Pass intended for 5, Miller.
And that's interesting. We wondered about it because we weren't sure. And said we were here on the 18th of November 2013. Thomas Jefferson beat Highlands 23-14 in the second-round playoff game.
We gave him a game, remember?
We did. And speaking of NFL, Chase Winovich will be playing for the Browns this year. Ran for 200 yards and 3 touchdowns against Highlands that night.
How about that?
And a straight-ahead give is to Bombalski, but he's wrapped up as he gets to the 50-yard line. The sophomore defensive tackle Nick Evangelista got him off his feet. It'll be a 2-yard gain. 3rd down 8 for the Rams.
33, Bombalski, the ball
So far,
carrier.
some gaudy rushing. It's Luke, 2 attempts, 47 yards. Chandler, 2 attempts, 53 yards.
For the Colts,
3rd down and 8.
2-yard gain.
Clock winds to 4.5 here in the first quarter.
Hates comes off the field, Mike. First week they used him heavily. Last week not so much. So Hates done a nice job though at the H-back. Goes in crabbing motion a lot of times.
Devin Withrop out over the football on a 3rd and 8. They go Miller and
We get a timeout.
Randolph to the right, but the Rams are going to call time. It's time to talk about the Lucinos in Life Insurance Month. Is that correct?
Yep. September is Life Insurance Month. Joe Lucchino and his son Joseph proudly welcome Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group. Serving the AK Valley for decades, Lucchinos are a broad-based financial advisory firm with a wide range of opportunities for both you and your business. Trying to manage your family and career has its challenges. Lucchinos can help you find the proven solutions to get the most out of your money. Joe and Jill always know they're located at 2318 Freeport Road next to Donut Connection, or you can call them at 724-224-8908 or 724-905-7583. Why wait? Let the Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group put you on the road to financial stability today. A few visits to Joe this week, Mike.
A few, huh?
It's called buying a new house.
Yeah, that can I can understand why Joe might be important in that.
Well, put it this way. Joe's put a few bricks in that house for me.
I bet he has.
With solid financial planning.
This is why we're telling you folks that you need to go visit Joe. 3rd down, 8 to go. Rams go 3 wides, and Bombalski is the setback. And on play fake, Timmons is back. He's going to throw a screen off
First time
to the right. That's long.
Penalty marker
Long
there, Mike.
is swung around and thrown out of bounds at the Char Valley 42.5-yard line. He's not too happy with that treatment, but
Got to check the flag, yeah.
See what the penalty is.
It's on the other side of the field, Mike.
It is. It looks like it. What would that be, like an offside or a procedure?
One or the other, yeah.
We'll see what Wayne Mattis has for us. Char Valley's been heavily penalized so far tonight.
Illegal man downfield.
An eligible man downfield against the Rams, and what that is, they probably had 2 eligible guys on the left side of the line, and both of them were up on the line, and you can't have that. You can only have one end.
Look, they're going for it on 4th down. There's only one problem, Mike.
I think,
they didn't mark
first of all, the flag's still on the field.
Yeah, they didn't mark the penalty.
They haven't marked the penalty off yet. I would assume that Coach Fitzpatrick's going to take this penalty, because I think on 4th and 1, I like our chances.
By the way, my watch just told me I have a new Fitbit that I've been sitting too long. What did they expect me to do? I'm doing a football
You can't
game.
walk around at when you're announcing a football game. So now we have some confusion here, it appears. The line of I could help them. The line of scrimmage was the 50. If you want to take the penalty, then you march it back from the 50. And the flag is where the penalty was marked
Correct.
off. It's right at the 50. So
That's 5 yards?
Chandler Timmons going to take a chance to go over and talk to Matt Bonoslawski. Now the officials are going to.
They could decline it.
Yeah, they're going to take it, and
Yeah.
I would take it too, because you want to give 4th and 1 with that battering
No.
ram back there? No.
So 5 yards from here.
So that'll put it back at the 45-yard line. That's the first accepted against Highlands. We had one that was
offset, yeah.
Offset, right.
The 45-yard line. Going to bring out 3rd down
And
and 13.
It goes as 5 yards of the book, Mike, but it was a 13-yard penalty.
Yeah, so
It was a
Daniel Long's
game
going to
day.
have to wait a
Yeah.
few minutes to get his first catch.
A nice, well-designed play, though, huh?
It was, and it gave them an opportunity to go for it on 4th down if the play would have stood. But you got to get lined up properly.
All right, Mike, we need to convert one of these long ones, show everybody we can, because conference play starts next week.
And Timmons is back. Timmons is going to sprint out to the left. He looks, he throws, incomplete. Right through the hands.
Another penalty marker, Mike.
Dean, they use the same formation, and it's the same penalty.
Wow.
There's long as the tight end up here.
Uh-huh.
There's a wide receiver up here. They both can't be on the line of scrimmage. They're both eligible receivers. One of them has to be
look at that,
back
Mike.
off the
You're
line of
right.
scrimmage. It was, I believe it was Samaj Miller that was the wide man. Long was the tight end, and it's the same penalty. Both of those guys can't be on the line. Only one can be. One needs to be in the backfield.
Yeah,
So-
we'll get that straightened up, Mike, because it happened 2 times in a row. So that's going to bring up 4th down, and Bombal's going to be on the kick, I believe. Yes, he is.
Luke averaging 28.2 so far this year. And it's going to be hard to get the stats tonight. Stuff's blowing around. We're going to have everything. We're outside, which is great. I'm glad we're out here.
We're going to be feathers under glass in the second row if we took the press.
And it was a high snap, but Bumbalski back to get it.
Dodge one.
Bumbalski's just going to kick it. He did get it out of there. How about that? And it's going to hit. And boy, what an effort.
Job by Luke.
And
for a 4-yard kick.
It's a good thing he's hard to bring down. And Char Valley's going to get great fit. They got to get that fixed. The snaps were bad last week too. And I'm telling you, Chandler snapped them last year when it came down to it. I think they might need to do that again. But that's...
Well, it's Landon Signorella, Mike, and he's doing it by default.
Yeah, I know. It was going to be Boyd Brown, right?
Worked all summer, the poor kid, then got injured, and he's been out of the lineup. And again, it's been by committee, and so far it's been Landon Signorella's job.
7-yard punt, officially.
But they may have to revote with the committee.
1st and 10, Char Valley on their 48. Gavin Owens, number 5, is the quarterback. Austin Efthymitis is the running back. Dalbon in motion. Owens is back in trouble. Now he got away. Comes forward and gets yardage up over the 50 and down to the Highlands 49-yard line as Daniel Long was able to bring him down. Boy, again, good pressure that time by Highlands as Markey got in there, but he was on it. But he kind of shot through and got past Owens.
4 guys ran past him, Mike. He's lucky
Highlands 49-yard line
to get away with that one. They're going quick again. 2nd and 6.
And Owens is back, being chased again. Looks a lot like last week. Fires it downfield. He got a man open. It's Dalbon to the Highlands 35-yard line. Making the tackle for the Rams was
Montrell Johnson.
Montrell Johnson is not 16 on my list.
It was actually number 3. 16 is Hewlett. He wears 13 in white, 13 in brown, 16 in white.
Oh, it's nice to know. First down at the 30.
You got a roster.
35.
Here we go.
the ball carrier.
And he gets to the 32-yard line. That was Efthymitis.
12 Chandler Timmons, 33 Luke Bumbalski
making his 3rd tackle. Timmons his 4th. Only 2 on that play. Boy, they like to go quick. Reminds me of Burrow, remember?
Mm-hmm.
In fact, they're playing in a spot we played Burrow last year, I think, right? 3rd game of the year?
It is.
Burrow, big one tonight, the Battle of the Bypass against Valley.
On 2nd and 8, Owens is back. He's going to fire. It's going to be...
Time.
Oh, caught! Payne's got it at the 3-yard line. It went right through the hands of Johnson. And Payne caught it at the 4-yard line. How about that?
Looks like the West Virginia game the other day, Mike, right through the... well, this time the defender's hands, but Montreux had that lined up for an interception. Going quick again.
31 yards. They give that to Efthymitis. They got it for a loss this time.
Bender and Timmons
back at the 5-yard line.
Along with McQuaid.
Timmons, 78 Tyler Bender on this job for Highlands.
2nd and goal.
Loss of 2. 2nd and goal for the Colts from the...
That one hurt, Mike, because he had the ball lined up for the interception, but they're defensive backs for a reason, right?
That's the rumor. Pistol this time. Efthymitis behind Owens. The motion man is Dalbon. And to give to Efthymitis, trying to get through the middle. He keeps the legs pumping. The Rams finally get him off his feet as he gets to the 3-yard line.
Down at the bottom of the pile is McQuaid.
3rd and goal as the clock winds to 55 seconds left of the first quarter.
3-yard gain. 3rd down. Goal at the 30.
Efthymitis again.
And he runs it up the middle, and Efthymitis is into the end zone for a Char Valley touchdown. Well, that all started with the bad punt snap. They got great field position. They had a big play off of, again, those are self-inflicted wounds by Highlands on that drive that gave that 7 points.
No doubt about it.
A ball that should have been intercepted. And Efthymitis is into the end zone.
And number 1 on to kick the extra point.
Joseph Krug is also the punter. Joseph Heckroth, the holder. Snap, the ball is down. The kick is on its way. Long enough, high enough. And it is good at 38 seconds left of the first quarter. And the Char Valley Colts are on the board. It's Highlands 14 and Char Valley 7.
Well, don't you hate it when you need work done around the house, but you can't find anyone to call you back? Or even worse, when you finally get in touch with someone, they don't finish their job properly? Well, put those problems aside when you get B&E Home Renovations to execute your home projects. They're the best in the AK Valley from start to finish for over a decade. If you're spending your hard-earned money, you want the job done right, and they will do it right. Not only does B&E do it all, from basements to roofing, they also bring a refreshing level of professionalism to every job the first time you call. Experience the difference today. Call 724-351-3172 or visit their Facebook page and take the first step in making your home a better place. Call B&E Home Renovations, where the B is always busy. Well, Mike, that turned fast.
It sure did, didn't it?
Tennis courts is open, so if you'd like to support the concession stand in the scoreboard.
So the Rams' lead is cut to 14-7 at 38 seconds left of the first quarter.
Concession stands this evening.
And Krug will kick it off for the Colts. Back deep for the Rams. Julius Saunders on the near side of the field. And Aaron Randolph on the far side. So we got a ball game again. The Rams quickly scoring, but good job by Char Valley on that defensive series also. Rams took a penalty 2 times, same penalty. Randolph at the 9. Now Randolph tries to get to the near side of the field, but he hesitated too much. And he who hesitates is tackled by Joseph Heckeroth for not a very long kick return.
5-yard kick return. Not great field position for the Golden Rams.
At the 16-yard line of Highlands. That's how we get this drive. First down and 10.
30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Can we go back to the ground game, Mike?
Yeah, definitely. Well, they got behind the chains, and that's why they were throwing, and that turned out to be where the penalties came in on those ineligible men. 4 wides this time. Burford, the motion man. A little bit of a low snap, but Timmons is going to keep it and come to the near side of the field and get some yardage. Up over the 20 to the 22-yard line. Rolled out of bounds by Char Valley's Michael Lawrence, freshman number 10. They got a lot of freshmen running around out there.
And seniors, Mike. They will start 7 guys both ways and 7 seniors. 7's their lucky number.
So a good game for Chandler from the 16 to the 22. It's a 6-yard pickup, and that should be the last play of the first quarter. At Char Valley Stadium with the score, Highlands 14 and the Char Valley Colts 7.
Chartiers Valley 0.
Now located in beautiful downtown Trentham, Harvest Moon Coffee and Chocolates is dedicated to serving great La Prima espresso coffee and hand-dipped small batch candy using the finest Belgian dark and milk chocolates. Born out of love for great chocolate, remarkable coffee, and a sense of giving back to the community, Harvest Moon Coffee and Chocolates has a mission of providing uniquely delicious products while serving as a gathering place for friends and family. Harvest Moon Coffee and Chocolates is located at 206 Corbett Street in Trentham, and they're open every day until 3. Check out their website, harvestmoonc2.com. That's Harvest Moon, the letter C, the number 2.com. Drink coffee, eat chocolate, be kind.
And that's not their theme music in the background. Just want to let you know.
No, I don't think that Desiree had that dialed up for us. But if she would like some music, we could find it for her. How's that?
Again, I mentioned Mike Valley playing Burrell tonight. Valley leads that series 25-17, but Burrell's won the last 3. Burrell's 2-0. Valley is 0-2. And the front runner, Birdie, picked Burrell tonight 25-17.
Since I'm not involved in the broadcast, I can say go Bucks, right? You know, the last Burrell Valley game done on Comcast, I did the game with Bob Tanner.
How about that? Wow.
That was Bob's last Burrell Valley game, actually, as it turned out. We played on a Saturday. Remember, we played Blackhawk up at Geneva on the Saturday.
I remember that.
I was available, so I volunteered my services. Blumbalski turns a corner, and here he comes. Up over the 35
Nobody
to 40,
wants to tackle.
the 45 to 50, and finally dragged down by Lamont Payne. The D1 guy got him.
Yep.
At the Char Valley 46-yard line.
33 on that play, Mike?
Ball is into Highlands.
If my
Well,
math
let's
is
see.
correct.
28 and 4 is 27.
27?
First and 10, Highlands falling. The Colts 46-yard line.
Yeah, that's it. And he's got 74 yards on 3 carries.
Impressive. And we're in Char Valley territory quickly to start the second quarter.
Let's start running the ball again. That's the fifth Highlands first down.
7 run, 3 passes so far.
Bumbalski again breaks a tackle, comes to the near side of the field, and there's a horse collar tackle. That was number 8 for the Colts, Tyler Glover, the junior inside linebacker. And even if you get them by the number, up by the number, they're going to call that.
There's a penalty marker on the play.
And he got 4 yards before they ever grabbed the hold of him.
Personal foul, face mask.
Oh, they're going to say face mask.
15 yards, first down.
Same results.
Boy, they are racking up the penalties.
Penalty moves the ball down to the 27-yard line of Chartiers Valley. It'll be Highlands.
1st and 10 now, all the way down at the 27 of the Colts. Rams trying to get right back in the end zone and get that touchdown back. Luke gets those 4 yards, by the way. Puts him up to 78 on 4 carries.
He'll take that average.
Sure won't. 1st and 10. Bumbalski again. And Bumbalski's hit behind the line of scrimmage this time. It's swung down by a big 65, Nick Evangelista. That's not the first time we've called his name tonight.
10, Michael Lawrence. And number 65,
Give him one on the play.
Evangelista of the Colts.
2nd and 9 at the Char Valley 27. Next week, conference play opens. The Rams will host the North Catholic Trojans.
Remember, Mike, they come in with like a 50-plus game conference win streak.
We welcome them to the Greater Allegheny Conference.
Yes, it'll be their first game there, though. Be nice to end that one, Mike.
2nd and 9. Bumbalski again makes the man miss, spins and turns, and takes it down to the 22-yard line. Number 19 for the Colts, Logan Burkle makes the stop.
19, Logan Burkle.
Think we're in 4-down territory here, Mike?
I believe so. 4-yard pickup.
So it'll be 3rd and 4.
It's going to bring up 3rd down and 4th at the 22.
From the 22, almost to 23. They go power pistol this time. Hayes right next to Timmons. Straight up the middle, Bumbalski. And he's going to be dragged down as he gets to the 19-yard line. He's going to be short of the first down. For the Colts down there was Howard Clellan, the outside linebacker.
31, Howard Clellan.
He followed Hayes right to the hole. Hayes led the way.
Timmy Simpkins also in on that tackle, Dean. It's the first time we've called his name tonight.
Down and 2 at the 20.
So we're going to mark it at the 19 as 4th and 2.
Our game manager tonight, Mike, is Tim McConnell, and he, longtime basketball coach here. He's going to Bishop Canevin now. I walked up to him and I said, "Do you remember Micah Mason?" He just laughed.
That was some night.
Of course, his kid's making $36 million a year now in the NBA.
4th down, almost 3. Timmons going to run a naked bootleg to the left. Now he's going to throw it. He's got a man, and it's caught by Hayes, and he's got the first down at the 5th. They're going to mark him down at the 16-yard line. A little spider 2-wide banana. 1st down, Highlands.
First completion eating for Chandler, and it gives us a first down deep in Char Valley territory.
It's a 3-yard game, but they only needed 2.
On the stop for the Colts. Ball down to the 16. 1st and 10 Highlands.
And we got off to the fast start we wanted, Mike. 14 quick points. Char Valley answered. Highlands now trying to get their 3rd touchdown.
This is where you really like to get that one back.
Yes.
Samaj Miller, far to the right.
Singled up there, but
now that time it's good because Long was off the line, and this time they're waiting for Bumbalski, and they spin him down. He spins his way to the 16-yard line to get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and long, 10 for the Rams.
So his 20-yard average is now down to 10, Mike.
Brought down by Michael.
What is wrong with him?
Number 10 for the Colts. No gain. 2nd down.
Now, one thing about the Rams this year, Dean, time of possession, they have had the ball a lot, and they're wearing down these other teams' defenses. Now, they're checking the flags here. The wind is definitely in the Rams' face here going into this, going left to right here in the 2nd quarter. Burford in motion. Play action. Timmons is back, being chased.
Got a man.
Rolls to the right. He throws a
Great
right-handed
catch.
leaping catch by Long inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. It's going to be about a yard short of the first down. That was almost as good as the interception
Yeah,
last
Mike,
week.
it looked like it was too tall, but he went up and got it. Chandler not completing his last 2.
Takes the ball to the 9-yard line, brings up
3rd and 3.
third down and 3 for Highlands.
Once again, Mike, 4-down territory.
I believe so. The Rams have taken tons of time off the clock on this drive. They had it for the last play, the last 30 or so seconds of the first quarter, and now for the first nearly 5 minutes here.
Kind of drives you like, Mike.
Randolph in motion. And a give is to
Gonna go
Bumbalski.
wide.
Skirts his way, turns the
And
corner,
in.
and scores. Touchdown, Highlands.
9
Luke
yards
Bumbalski
out.
from 9 yards gets his second of the night.
Touchdown.
Boy, he was so patient right there. Found the hole. And Bumbalski in familiar territory for him, the end zone.
Yep, 96 yards already, Mike, on 9 carries.
Burton Babinsack in for the extra point. Signorella puts it down. Babinsack's boot through the uprights.
3 for 3.
7:09. He's 3 for 3, and the Rams
After by Babinsack.
lead it 21-7. That's 7:09 left.
Nice job of answering that touchdown by Char Valley.
Highlands 21, Chartiers Valley 7.
Time to talk about the Wireless Zone, the largest independent Verizon wireless franchise in America. We're dedicated to meeting the wireless needs for your family, your business, and your lifestyle. Our stores are offering competitive prices on today's most popular smartphones, devices, and accessories with award-winning customer service. Stop in today to see why Verizon is the world's largest and most reliable network. Visit your Wireless Zone headquarters in Toronto Heights at the Walmart Plaza and Pittsburgh Mills Mall and ask about 5G Home. 5G ultra-wideband internet for your home, or find the Wireless Zone store nearest you by going to wirelesszone.com.
So a nice long drive by the Rams that time as they are back in the end zone. And that one,
See if Burton Babinsack can go for 3 in a row,
how
Mike.
about that? 10 plays on that drive by Highlands.
Nice drive.
I think
And-
you had the recipe. Get it back on the ground and stay ahead of the chains, and that's what the Rams were able to do. Yeah, Babinsack's kicked 2 straight touchbacks, his first 2 of the year. You know, against the wind this time, so he's going to kick a bouncer. Ephthemitis picks it up at the 24. Oh, squirts through a hole.
Guess
and,
who?
well, knocking him off his feet was Landon Signorella, and then
Leahy.
Leahy got him. Again, some holes on the kicking game.
Have to clean that up, Mike. Next week, we said conference play starts.
In 2 weeks, we have another road game. We're going to Indiana. This is going to be the first time ever we're not going to complain about having to go to Indiana.
We know the back way.
First down Colts on their 42-yard line. They're going to go with a pistol this time, and
Payne is out here one-on-one with
Ephthemitis
Burford.
dots the eye, and Owens is back. Here they come. Owens squirts through there. He's up over the 45.
Got a nice block
He
by
got
the referee.
Good block by the umpire, and he gets to the 46-yard line. It was kind of a moving screen, Dean. The gain by Owens is 4, but he did a lot better than that.
Tackle for Highlands.
Hayes made the stop for the Golden Rams.
2nd and
Gain
6.
of 4, 2nd and 6.
And there were a lot of holes in that offensive line.
Nothing
Ephthemitis
doing this time.
nowhere to go.
Bender.
Big 78 Tyler Bender, and Daniel Long is there to help him.
78 Tyler Bender with help on the stop
He loses a yard back to the 45.
for Highlands.
3rd and long.
3rd down, 7 for the Colts. Ball at the 45-yard line of Chartiers Valley.
I've got Ephthemitis with 11 carries for 18 yards. In his first 2 carries, he had 23.
There you go, backing him up.
And plus, he had a
Here
touchdown.
comes
Owens throws, and it's dropped, juggled on the near side of the field by the tight end, Tyler Glover, and he can't hold on to it.
Timmons and Signorella on the coverage.
Glover incomplete.
Char Valley's going to have to punt the ball.
Dean, here's the
Ran
problem.
out.
The problem when you go fast like that, is that if you get a 3 and out, you give the ball back real fast.
Very quickly. Char Valley takes a timeout, Mike. I think they might be a little gassed.
Or are they going to decide to maybe give this a shot? You know, you're down by 2 touchdowns. There's 6 minutes left until halftime. Just a thought. Let's see, the Rams are getting some water. Maybe it's a good time for that too. I want to tell everybody how to watch and where to watch. Remember, every Tuesday night, Comcast Channel 190, 8 p.m. That's your one place. The other place, of course, is YouTube. Highlands High Sports. I was telling some of the Char Valley folks we're going to be able to see it tomorrow. Highlands High Sports. We got our report in this week on activity. Everybody, you're doing a great job watching. We just love more of you to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, the little bell.
Smash that button, Mike.
Smash it. Yeah, thank you. You're an influencer, aren't you?
There you go.
Yeah, and you do that, we'd appreciate it, and that's good for the kids to get. The more people that watch, the more it just generically shows up on other people's radars, and they can actually watch it. So.
And I actually push it out to off my Facebook.
And you're great on
page.
Facebook. We get the most traffic we get, other than people just going through YouTube, is through Facebook.
And I do the Tarentum, the Toronto Heights, and Brackenridge neighborhood watches. They love to see it. And I added the Highland Alumni Club, and they were very appreciative last week.
Krug punts it. It's
nice
a liner.
Not a bad idea.
White's going to let it go, and it's going to roll dead at about the 15-yard line. They're fighting over who wants to down it. So good punt by Krug, and the Rams will start with the long field, 85 yards to go. They start at their 15-yard line. I'm sorry, it's a 10-yard line. 90 to go. 5:44 left first half. The Rams lead it 21-7.
How about a 90-yard drive?
That'd be great.
And a half. By the way, Mike, nothing changed in 4A, third week in a row. Aliquippa number 1, McKeesport number 2, Thomas Jefferson number 3, Central Valley number 4, and our opponent next week, North Catholic, checks in at number 5.
It should be interesting. We'll be homecoming next week, I understand. Get the crowns ready.
Yes. And,
it's kind of a crown week, isn't it, when you really think about it?
3 of our football players are in the homecoming court. We'll get those for you next week.
Oh, boy, that was a
bad exchange. Give
to Saunders, I believe, and he nearly lost it. He got it on his hip and was able to get out to the 11, the 12-yard line as Burkle brought him down, but that was a rough go. That was right on Julius's hip.
Loss of 2 there.
Well, it's actually a gain. We started to 10.
I'm sorry, it went the wrong way.
I said the 15, yeah. So it's 2 more. 2nd and 8.
2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8 for Highlands from their own 12.
Julius still in a tailback. Ashton Hadachek injured last week, Mike. After that big
Saunders threw a hole.
Big runs. There's one for
And
Saunders.
He's going to get the first down up to the 22-yard line. Bringing him down that time was the senior Joseph Eckroth, but the Rams moved the sticks at 4:55. Now, one thing we've noticed with Bones, and that's given Luke a blow occasionally.
Yeah, he needs it. Plays offense,
he plays
defense,
both sides, right.
Punts the ball. Did not drive the bus down to it.
2-yard line of Highlands. 1st and 10. Golden Rams.
Saunders came in 3 carries, 6 yards, so he's certainly up that. Long resets. They're going to run the option. Going to toss it to Saunders off the right side.
Nice
he gets a good cut. Oh, man, if he could have kept his feet. He might have been off to the races, but he's tripped up and he gets to the 26-yard line for a gain of 4.
Saunders, the ball carrier.
Remember, Highlands will get the ball, so I wonder if Bones is just going to be content to just wind as much time as he can. He has a 2-touchdown lead here with 4 minutes left in the half.
Gain of 4, 2nd down.
Stay tuned. Halftime stats brought to you by Mason Elite.
6 of Highlands.
On a beautiful night. We've certainly had some decent weather so far.
Keep your fingers crossed.
Mm-hmm. We had a lot of rain last year. Remember, at the end, it seemed to rain every week.
Saunders
again gets behind Leslie. Turns the corner up over the 35. Saunders still fighting to the 38-yard line. And we have whistles across the way.
Great block by Logan Leslie that time, Mike.
They're going to mark him at the 38. Yeah, he got behind it. You know where to get behind one of those twins, you're in good shape. 12 yards for Julius that time. 10 Highlands first downs.
And he's got a quick 27 on this drive. Now 3:34 to go, Mike. The clock becomes a factor.
Right.
Highlands has 2 timeouts.
Now do you want to speed it up is the question. Let's see, was there a penalty on that play? We heard whistles. Mr. Mattis is coming over. See what he has for us. Oh.
I had a funny feeling about that.
It's called on the Highlands coaching staff, Dean. Coach out of the coaching. Now, don't they usually give a warning on that first?
Yeah.
Maybe they already did, huh? They give you the kind of the get back warning. So a 15-yard penalty on the Rams.
The 18-yard line.
And the chains went with them, Mike. Is that correct?
Well, I'm going to see what they got. Yeah, so it's going to be first down. They're going to mark it from the end of the run, Dean. So it's going to be 1st and 9.
So Julius gets
up to where the penalty took. I guess Julius gets the run and you take the 15 back. That's it. Now they're going to run a toss to the near side of the field this time. And Saunders gets it up to the 30. So that's 7. And Saunders has had a good series here.
5 rushes, 34 yards.
2nd and 2.
Saunders, the ball carrier.
I'd put the ball in the air here, Mike. You've been banging the line pretty good, 2nd and short.
I really think that they're going to be content to run this half out. That's really the way it's looking here.
Well,
and the added benefit is you're also wearing them down in the process.
I think getting the passing game some work would help, though.
Burford splits to the left this time. Double wing.
They're loaded up, Mike. Yep.
And they give us to Saunders. Saunders gets behind Leslie, turns the corner, up over the 35, 40, 45, and up to the 49-yard line.
Julius Saunders, 19 yards.
3 Drury, 4
What do I know?
Stop for the Colts.
18 yards.
For 48 of Highlands, 1st and 10 for the Golden Rams.
1st and 10.
6 carries, 52 yards now for Julius. It's been the Julius Saunders show in this series.
Rams are over 200 yards rushing in the first half.
And Mike, 6 plays all to Saunders so far.
The clock winds to 2 minutes in the first half. Highlands leads it 21-7.
Now we go 2 to the right with Long at the tight end. Still
And they're gonna
Saunders.
run Saunders again off the left side, and Saunders into Char Valley territory down to the 45.
10 Lawrence.
Tackled by Michael Lawrence.
7 more, and I think Highlands is going to take that time out, Mike.
7-yard pickup. Going the Rams. Char Valley's had the ball for 3 plays in the second quarter, Dave.
That's efficient offense.
That sure is.
Well, Mike, maintaining good health and fitness is more important now than ever. Why not make Greatness Athletic Fitness Center in Trenton your locally owned and operated gym of choice? The right trainer makes all the difference. Gary Nagley and his team of certified trainers will help you reach all your fitness goals. Specializing in fitness, personal training, strength training, weightlifting, powerlifting, and even boxing. And they're always open. Just swipe your card. Greatest Athletic Fitness Center is located at 222 East 4th Avenue in Trenton, right on the corner. Memberships start at only $20, so give them a call at 724-681-8629 or check them out on the Facebook at Greatness Athletics.
Okay, so the Rams have it 2nd down and 3 at the Char Valley 45-yard line. They lead it 21-7.
Out of the timeout, 2nd and 3, Highlands at the Chartiers Valley 45.
Rams have 1 timeout left.
They're going to get a passing game.
Toss to the left, and it's pulled in by Signorelli. He's got a 1st down to the 40-yard line.
5-yard pickup on that play.
Rams will go quickly here.
Saunders, the ball carrier. 31 Clellan, 10 Lawrence on the stop. 1st and 10, Highlands at the Chartiers Valley 40.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Trips right here.
And it's Timmons going to throw it deep. He's got a man down there. Signorella dives and he can't get it. But we'll see what the flag's all about. It's on the line of scrimmage. Did the Rams have another problem lining up here?
I think it might be, Mike.
Pass intended for 20, Signorella. There's a penalty marker on the play.
Let's see what Wayne Mattis has for us.
I think it'd just be a good rule of thumb. Everybody line up behind the line of scrimmage. Holding.
No, it's on a holding call against the Golden Rams. So they are going to accept the penalty and move the Rams back at 106.
And he's calling names like Logan Leslie. Got his hand stuck in a cookie jar there.
Now he moves the ball to midfield. Gonna bring up first down and 20 for Highlands.
First and 20. So what do we see, a screen or a draw here? 106 to go. Char Valley has 2 timeouts. They can stop it twice.
And they may be doing that right now.
Well, the clock has stopped at the penalty, so there's no sense to do that now. Oh, they're going to remark it because they said it was a penalty, was at the spot of the foul.
10 yards is the spot of the hole.
That's what we said. So that'll move it back.
Wow.
Holy mackerel.
This doesn't make sense, Mike. That
No, there was no way he held. The line of scrimmage is the 40-yard line.
Right.
We were never
at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, there's
Come
no
on.
way.
No way.
There's no way that's right.
Bones is right on top of it.
Right.
There's just no way.
There's no chance. If the line of scrimmage was the 40, it could be 10 yards back, and you could put it at the other 40 maybe, but that's not even
If Logan
right.
Leslie got 10 yards back on that play that fast.
They're saying, considering where they have the ball marked right now, they're saying that the hold was at the Highlands 43-yard line. No one was back there.
No. Come on, guys. That's rocket science.
Completely messed up.
Hey, Mike, while they're getting that straightened out, let me throw my first trivia question at you. It's a baseball one, okay?
Okay.
Who was the last Pirate to hit over 400 in a season?
Oh, goodness.
I'll give you a hint. He was one of the 3 alive retired numbers at their ceremony.
So they mark it at the 44 now. That makes a little more sense.
Better. Not great, but better.
Well, nobody's hit 400 legitimately.
26.
No one's hit 400 in a season that qualified for the batting title, so I know that.
Well, you're on to something there, Mike.
Yeah, so it's done in few at-bats. Timmons is back. He's going to fire it deep. He's got Signorella down there. He almost pulled it in, but Payne got a hand in there and knocked it out.
That's why he's going to Penn State, Mike. Hand-to-hand combat. He pulled it down.
So it had to be somebody that did it in a brief amount of time. So
you got me there.
It might even be Steve Blast then.
10 for 24 in the 1974 season, hit 416. How you like that? He was bragging about that on the radio.
Yeah, that's the only thing he did in 1974. Believe me, you get 24 at bats. He walked a lot more than 24 guys. That's when Steve was having his problems.
But he's the last part to
How about that?
Over 400.
That's pretty impressive. And Steve wasn't, great hitter, certainly. That's back when
terrible.
That's back when pitchers hit, folks.
Yeah.
And we had shifts.
Look at this, Mike.
Yeah, Payne was right up there. They're going to run it and give it to Bumbalski, and he's going to pull his way through there into Colts territory down to the 48-yard line. And now we'll see what Aaron Fitzpatrick decides to do. The gain is 8.
Puts Luke over 100, Mike. 10 carries, 104 yards.
3rd and 18. The clock winds to 37 seconds.
I think they're both going to be happy to get in halftime at 21-7.
Rams do have to run one play here.
Throw it in the end zone.
4 wides. Bumbalski's the setback. Timmons is back.
He's going to try.
Rolls left. In trouble and throws it away. He got hit after he got rid of the football by Howard Clellan.
31, Howard Clellan on the sack.
Sack?
He threw it away. It's 4th down. He also on a play earlier had Saunders running the ball when it was a completed pass. Did you catch that one?
No.
Yeah, that happened earlier. So it's 4th down. 15 seconds left.
Ball on the coverage with an incomplete pass.
Oh, they fixed that up.
The Rams are going to line up to go for it here. They have to get to the Char Valley 30-yard line. Again, we have the Chandler as a quick kick thing always an option.
I think we might do that here.
There's the snap, and it's Bumbalski back there to quick kick it. He does, He kicks it inside the 25.
Oh, he touched it.
It almost did.
Get on it. Pick it up.
And you need to sell
You're
it.
allowed to do
You
that.
need to pick it up. You need to sell it just to make sure. 4 seconds to go. Good punt by Bumbolski.
With the quick kick.
And that just puts something else on the tape, Mike, for North Catholic to look at this week.
29-yard punt. No return. Char Valley ball, 1st and 10 on their 24-yard line. And we will about run out the first half here with Highlands leading it. Successful first half so far, 21-7, and the only drive that Char Valley was able to score. There's a lot of the Rams shooting themselves on the foot there.
They helped a little bit, that's for sure.
Ephthemitis is a good back, though, you know?
Yep.
He is.
Timeout, Mike.
Well, we'll talk about Highland Tire quickly. No better time than right now to stop into Highland Tire and Highland Integrity Alignment and see why they've been voted the best place to buy tires in the AK Valley since 1993, the best oil change since 1995, and now #1 for auto repair. Highland Tire offers one of the largest and most complete inventories of tires and custom wheels in the entire Pittsburgh area. And if you don't see it on site, they'll order it for you. Visit HighlandTire.com or give them a call in Trenton at 724-224-9222. Natrona Heights 724-224-7900. Or Highland Integrity Alignment 724-224-5900. Highland Tire, service, integrity, price. Since 1961, we deliver.
Now, what could they be cooking up with 4 seconds, Mike?
I don't know.
Out of the timeout. Colts ball, first.
So the Colts and their quarterback, senior Gavin Owens. 1st and 10. He's back. He's looking. He's going to throw it to Ephthemitis off to the near side. He has some running room up over the 30, but he's thrown down at the 38-yard line by Chandler, and that'll do it.
And that is the end of the first half.
A 14-yard gain. That's the end of the first half here at Chartiers Valley Stadium with the score. The Highlands Golden Rams 21, the Char Valley Colts 7. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with stats and more right after.